Ladies and gentlemen, order. Order, please.
What can Sudan or Somalia or Palestine or any other people living through war really expect from the UN or the global system? For decades, just statements. Syria deserves stronger support from the international community.
We welcome the recent recognition of the state of Palestine and note the growing international consensus on a two-state solution.
Iranian President Pezeshkian. The world is witnessing genocide in Gaza, the violation of Lebanon's sovereignty, attempts to divide Syria, and aggression towards Iran. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is a criminal. The Greater Israel theory reveals that Israel has no intention of achieving peace.
Chilean President Gabriel Boric. I don't want Netanyahu and his family to be blown to pieces by a missile. I want Netanyahu and those responsible for the genocide against the Palestinian people to be held accountable before an international court.
Spain has provided Airbus with a €1.04 billion loan for the Hurjet jet trainer aircraft. Production of up to 45 aircraft is planned, with the first delivery scheduled for 2028. Spain will purchase up to 45 Hurjet aircraft from Turkey.
A delegation from the Syrian Ministry of Defense Naval Forces Command visited the Naval Forces Command and met with Admiral Erkumet Tatlioglu, commander of the Naval Forces, in Ankara.
Colombian President Petro. We need a strong army made up of countries that do not accept genocide. I call on the nations of the world to unite their weapons and armies to defend Palestine. Diplomacy has been tried in Gaza, but it has failed to resolve the situation. We have said enough. Today's slogan is freedom or death.
Hamas leader Osama Hamdan. Some governments want to recognize the Palestinian state to avoid imposing sanctions on the occupying Israeli regime.
Syrian President Ahmed Sharif and Italian Prime Minister Meloni met.
An explosion occurred in Oslo, the capital of Norway. According to eyewitness accounts, a grenade was thrown.
Trump's statement on September 19th refutes the claim that Erdogan begged for a 5-minute handshake. I look forward to welcoming President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to the White House on September 25th. We are working on numerous trade and military agreements, including a large-scale sale of Boeing aircraft, a critical F-16 deal, and F-35 negotiations that we expect to conclude positively. My relationship with President Erdogan has always been very good. I look forward to seeing him on the 25th.
Very much appreciated. And I don't mind making the speech without a teleprompter, because the teleprompter is not working. I feel very happy to be up here with you nevertheless, and that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
The situation in Gaza is the lowest point of humanity. During his speech at the UN General Assembly, President Erdogan showed the world photographs revealing Israel's genocide in Gaza.
Macron warned Israel. Closing France's consulate general in Jerusalem would be a big mistake.
Syrian President Ahmed Shara met with French President Macron.
In conclusion, the Syrian story has not come to an end. It continues to write a new chapter entitled Peace, Prosperity, and Development, and may the peace of God be upon you.
Reza Selhi, president of the Syrian National Commission for Missing Persons. There are over 100 documented mass graves in the country. Our estimates of the number of missing persons range from 500,000 to 900,000. It could even be over 1 million. I cannot hold back my tears whenever I see a mass grave.
A kamikaze drone launched from Yemen struck Eilat, which is under Israeli occupation. At least 4 Israelis were injured. One is reported to be in serious condition.
Pakistan is interested in China's laser weapons, particularly the LY-1 laser system.
Egyptian Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouly. The destruction in Gaza lasted 2 years, but Hamas could not be eliminated. The Palestinian state must be recognized, and Hamas must surrender its weapons.
U.S. Secretary of State Rubio says everyone, including Turkey, is begging us to intervene in Gaza. When they want something, they come to the White House. Erdogan is coming this week too. They say, "Can you give me 5 minutes to shake the president's hand?"
Khamenei. Accepting negotiations under threat is unacceptable for anyone with honor, dignity, and pride. I address our beloved nation. Negotiating with the U.S. government under the current circumstances will not serve our national interests, will not benefit us, and will not protect us from any harm. Iran will not bow to pressure and sanctions. We will not abandon uranium enrichment.
The SDG is targeting Kaveri's airport.
The Amsterdam City Council approved a resolution stating that Israeli sports clubs are unwelcome in the city in response to Israel's attacks on Gaza and the stance taken by some Israeli teams. This decision was made particularly in light of the incidents caused by Israeli fans during the Ajax Maccabi Tel Aviv match and subsequent anti-Arab actions.
King of Spain. What is happening in Gaza wounds the conscience of humanity and is a disgrace to the international community.